Let's bring you this discussion now. Two men are during the Johannesburg Magistrates Court this morning in connection with the murder of media personality Warrick Stock, popularly known as DJ Warras. The suspects were arrested on Monday. Police say 3 men were involved in the attack, all of whom were captured on CCTV. Stock was shot and killed in the Johannesburg CBD a week ago. He had previously obtained 5 protection orders after being threatened, apparently linked to his work with hijacked buildings. Let's unpack the story with Andy Mashaile. He's a security strategist and former Interpol ambassador. Andy, it's great to talk to you. Thanks for coming on, and we appreciate your patience in waiting for this discussion. I mean, what do we make of this brazen murder in the Johannesburg CBD in broad daylight and in full view of onlookers?
Michelle, good morning to you and to the viewers. What we learn from this experience is that criminals, especially organized crime gang criminals, are sending a message to all of us, trying to instill fear. If they could kill Warras, DJ Warras, openly during the day, it tells you that they have no respect for law and order. And I think that they must be dealt with brutally within the confines of the law of the NPA and the confines of our judiciary, so that those who might want to be fish and chips copycats must understand that there is consequences management, and they will feel pain inflicted upon them by the criminal justice cluster. It also says to you and I, Michelle, when we are involved in the security industry, like my brother and my friend DJ Warras was involved, you have to apply zero trust. You trust no one, and you don't leave the confines of your close protection officers. I would have assumed from the learning about the 5 court orders that he has, I would have expected him to be in the company of no less than 4 CPOs, close protection officers. It is very, very serious. Just analyzing the number of the times that he went to apply for those protection orders, it means he knew that the people that he was dealing with are dangerous. I am happy, and I want to salute law enforcement in Gauteng for the arrest of the suspect. I am certain that we will learn the motives and who the masters or the kingpins are. Remember, these guys who are arrested, Michelle, are just runners, so they don't really add value for both for you and I in terms of the planning that might continue after they are incarcerated and prosecuted and incarcerated.
What does it also say to us, Andy, about the effectiveness of protection orders? I mean, he's obviously someone who thought his life was in danger. He had taken out these 5 protection orders. But I suppose it doesn't send a message really about what these protection orders mean at the end of the day.
Michelle, a protection order is a piece of paper that you get after registering your threat analysis, after doing your threat analysis or threat risk analysis. It's just a paper that would add no value for the assailant. The assailants in South Africa and those who kill people or who continue to maim and hurt people who have court orders tell us that they really have no respect for the court order, which says to you and I that there must be a review in terms of the whole value chain of the court order. If one has a court order, is there an obligation for one to be advised to look for people who might protect him? And or is there a way and manner in which police would be doing rounds in on the area where this particular person resides? I am thinking on my feet, Michelle, from a strategy point of view. But long story short, I am saying the protection orders are not effective as far as we would want them to be a deterrent. They don't deter the would-be killers or would-be assassins.
Andy, there's also been a lot of discussion, or should I say speculation, that DJ Warras's murder was actually a case of mistaken identity. People who, analysts like yourself, have been tracking the issue of hijacked buildings, have commented along the lines of the owners of hijacked buildings being more at risk than the security companies guarding hijacked buildings. What do you make of that?
Michelle, I would divide the element of risk on a 70-30 division. 70% of the risk would be incurred by people like DJ Warras. Let me tell you why, Michelle. Quickly, if one person pays rent in one of those houses, one of the rooms there, or that place for 3,000 per month, that particular, if there are 10 people, it means per month that particular person from the room is able to make 30,000. Multiply, take that 30,000 by 10 months of the year. You have around 300,000. Multiply that by 10 more buildings that the owner has. It is a sizable amount of money. Multiply that sum total by just a minimum of 5 years. So you have a lot of money that is involved, and those who are delivering the services of protection are much more at risk, especially DJ Warras for introducing biometrics. He would have closed the tap dry for those who are collecting money from that building. So long story short, the owners of the building are at risk, but they are not at the cold face of the level of threat and risk that is involved.
Right. So I suppose then, Andy, that answers the question about motive for the attack.
Yes, ma'am. It is not only DJ Warras who would be seen in a negative light by the organized crime syndicate. Remember, the people who are hijacking buildings, Michelle, in Johannesburg, are not just rec-tech operators. It is not me and my dog Sporty or my head Pooh or something like that. It is a group of people who are well armed, well informed, have vehicles, have the money, have the resources to ensure that they continue that business of hijacking buildings. And in the event that police are involved and there is a shootout, they would be ready for that eventuality, suggesting that it is an organized crime syndicate. And anyone who would want to come between them and the flow of money, they would ensure that they eliminate that individual. Just imagine those people who are not paying the rent as per the agreement. What happens to them, those who skip a month or who skip 2, or who are not able to pay after 3 months? Something very, very painful or wrong would be happening, or hurtful would be happening to those who live in those buildings in the event that they are not able to pay, or they run away at night not wanting to pay. When they are found, some serious pain would be unleashed on them, because they would have interfered with the budget of that individual who owns that building illegally and unlawfully, so for the want of a better descriptive.
Certainly incredibly worrying, and those 2 suspects are due in court. It's also a story we are tracking. Andy Mashaile, let me thank you for your time. Andy is a security strategist and a retired Interpol ambassador.